Hello, and thank you for clicking on the Ochanos channel today. Today, it's going to be kind of almost impossible not to cover some political news. We have a lot of stuff going on in the United States and outside of the United States that if I didn't cover it, I would be basically missing a big, huge hole. They're picking up on some topics that are really hot right now, and those topics are hot in America. So I'd like to thank you for clicking on the Ochanos channel today. If you could, please hit the like and subscribe button. It really means a lot. So let's get into it.
Honk if you hate Nazis. Who's the Nazi? Sir or ma'am, I can't. Ma'am, who's the Nazi?
Oh,
That's not very ladylike.
dang. Told the dude to F off.
Oh, is that a slur now or?
Ladylike.
Oh, what does that mean, ma'am?
You tell me. Here, would
Yeah,
you like to talk to this gentleman over here? Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. Hi, sir. I'm being directed to talk to
She went
you.
like that.
I see a lot of signs alluding to Nazis and swastikas. What's going on?
Well, Elon Musk supports the AfD party in Germany, and he sends money and supports social or supports right-wing authoritarian politicians.
And you equate those who are right of center as being Nazi, sir?
No.
Do I have that right?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Honk if you.
Okay, so the lady said F off. The guy, he did have a talking point, but it's not entirely correct. That's like if somebody was to call me a Nazi, like look at my skin, okay? I'm brown. I'm Hispanic. Hola. ¿Cómo está? ¿Habla español? Taco, burrito, enchilada, tostada. Y menudo. Okay, so I'm not like like from Mexico or nothing. I'm an American-born, American, okay? I don't speak Spanish because I live in America. I speak English. I speak American. But if somebody, was to call me a Nazi, wouldn't that be ridiculous? These people are crazy. Okay, so we're over on X, and let me start off by saying that I am not a Cybertruck or Tesla fan. Yeah, I do trade their stock because I make money on it, and it goes down and then it does go back up. It has a very good bounce back. But with that said, I think Cybertrucks are pretty ugly. Yeah, at one point I did want one, and then I saw one and I was like, dang, like that thing looks hideous. But I'm noticing a lot of stupid people. I guess that's just the word for it that you can say for them, is that they are stupid people. And let's check out some of these videos. You thought the Nazis were extinct. Hey, Pete, joining the show. Okay. And is there sound? Or is this just a picture? It's just a picture. So we have a dinosaur. I get it. Okay. Very, very clever. Very clever. Mm-hmm. Okay. See what she has to say.
Tesla because of Elon Musk being a Nazi. Meanwhile, driving German vehicles like Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, and it's fucking hysterical. Y'all look so dumb.
That's a good point. I mean, it is a good point. But what if they drive like a GMC or a Ford? Are they still dumb? I don't know. Calling somebody a Nazi though, that's kind of extreme, don't you think? I think it's extreme. Like, you're gonna call somebody a Nazi? Really? Crazy. Yeah, so we had JD Vance, and I believe that's his wife. JD Vance and his wife going to Greenland, and he was supposed to attend statement. It did turn out to be that, and he ended up being JD Vance. You know, I'm JD Vance is kind of hardcore. I just have to call it what it is. He's like hardcore. He says some hardcore stuff, and like his words are like fighting words, really. There's really no way around that. He says stuff in a very, very hostile, agitated and hostile type of way. But I'm trying to find a clip to where somebody in Denmark made a statement about JD Vance's visit to Greenland.
That the United States needs a greater military presence in.
Wait.
I have a message for our American friends and all others who are listening.
He called us friends.
Much is being said these days. Many accusations and many allegations have been made. And of course, we are open to criticism. But let me be completely honest. We do not appreciate the tone in which it's being delivered. This is not how you speak to your close allies.
It's not.
And I still consider Denmark and the United States to be close allies.
We are.
We respect that the United States needs a greater military presence in Greenland, as Vice President Vance mentioned this evening. We, Denmark and Greenland, are very much open to discussing this with you, with an open mind.
He's cool, man.
We still have the defense agreement from 1951. It offers ample opportunity for the United States to have a much stronger military presence in Greenland. If that is what you wish, then let us discuss it.
I'm saying this, you know, it's kind of pointing out the ridiculousness of what JD Vance is saying, because he's bringing up a good point. You can't dispute his point. If you dispute his point, you have issues, because you have that agreement, 1951. And America, specifically Obama, basically dismantle our presence in foreign countries. So, with that said, you can't dispute his point, because they're basically just saying, hey man, if you want a presence here, have your presence here. How can you argue with that? This guy, God, he's just...
The Vice President also stated that Denmark has done too little in the Arctic. The other day, he said that the United States has also done too little. And the fact is that we have all been harvesting the peace dividend. We all acted on the assumption that the Arctic was and should be a low-tension area. But that time is over. Status quo is not an option. And that is why we have stepped up as well. With a $1 billion investment in Arctic security just a few weeks ago, an investment that will provide more drones, more ships, more personnel, and more will come later this year. And let us not forget, Greenland is part of NATO. Today, NATO's security guarantee also covers Greenland.
Damn. I mean, really. Hit it on the head. So as always, I You know, I'm going to try and end off with TikTok because I find TikTok, I don't get it. I just don't get it. But, you know, they say it's for you, right? So I'm going to click on for you. Let's see what happens.
I got 21 bullets inside of this clip and I'm ready to unload this bitch.
Okay. You got to read your audience, man. I mean, is this for me? No. No. What is this? Today I found partner will be on oxygen for the rest of her life. Okay, Come on,
wow.
I'm
tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Must have on a beat, bro, deep, bro, in rap.
So that's what this is, huh?
I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm
okay, wow, how weird. How weird is this place? Like the brain rot. Let me see what kind of news is going on here. Okay, so I typed in trending news and it shows Trump, Elon. I mean, yeah, that is trending. Nearly all of Gaza's education. Okay, let's see this.
بحس قلبي بتقطع مش عارف كيف بدي اوصف لك.
That is 13-year-old Farah, one of hundreds of thousands of school and university students in Gaza right now, summing up her new reality.
كانوا يدرسونا كان كل شيء متوفر لنا الدفاتر الأقلام الكراسي أما هلا يعني كيف يعني على حجار قاعدين نكتب كله.
Education in Gaza has been decimated during this war. In fact, the UN is worrying about the possibility of a lost generation of children. Just look at this map. The red dots represent 70% of schools and universities which took a direct hit from Israeli attacks. The yellow dots, those that sustained or likely sustained some level of damage. Now, altogether, this amounts to 95%.
Okay, so, yeah, you know, Gaza is wrecked. Gaza is destroyed. It's really unfortunate how many people died. And especially the circumstances that are surrounding the people's death. First off, let me say the Israeli Air Force, I don't think they know how to use anything but JDAMs, like 2,000-pound JDAMs. Every single explosion that I see from Israel is like a JDAM, a 2,000-pound or whatever. But yeah, they just level stuff. So that's unfortunate that, you know, you had a terrorist element within that Gaza Strip, and the population who chose to stay or were forced to stay did suffer. Yeah, they did suffer, and you know, it's really unfortunate what happened. But with that said, you have to look at it from a realistic point of view. You have terrorists that are embedding themselves within a population. What can you do? Do you let them stay there? Can you let them stay there? Because you know that if you let them stay there, they're gonna do more harm. So it was a really, really rough decision that Israel took. I don't agree that taking lives is what God wants us to do. Like, we should not be taking lives. We can defend our lives. We can defend the lives of the people that we love. I don't think, you know, war in general is a good idea. Even though I'm like pro-Ukrainian, I'm against China. I'm against Russia. I'm against terrorists. But with that said, also, I'm against death. Like, God did not command us to kill. He did not command us to kill. So both parties are wrong. I mean, that's my opinion. Anyways, that's all I have today for you on the Ochanos channel. If you watched the video this long, I really appreciate you. Thank you very, very much for clicking on the channel, watching the channel. If you could hit the like and subscribe button, it really does mean a lot. We're trying to grow the channel. I'm going to be featuring some different content from my wife, who is amazing, and she has some interesting stuff that she wants to highlight. And if you can share, that's even greater. So thank you personally, from me to you. You have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time. Everybody likes my bird Pete. Everybody loves my bird Pete. It's crazy. It's sick. It's like people love birds more than they love anything else. Anyways, have a good day. Bye.